Here, Liu Shiwen. But I have seen more Liu Shiwen fan signs in the crowd. There she is. Even with the braces on, I feel like she could advertise anything and I would buy it. I have enough tissue, but sure, I could always use more tissue. Good placement here into the middle. Right on that hip, Ding Ning leaning, trying to get that forehand into play comfortably.
Saw Liu Shiwen get such a strong start to the last game. Went 4-0 up. Played with power. And that's just what we're seeing here in the sixth game as well. So important for her to get that upper hand early in the rallies, play so strongly.
That face in the crowd was the face of probably almost everybody in here, though. Wow, how on earth can they do this? Just amazed fans. And it looks even better live. That's the crazy thing. The ball moves even faster in person.
Yes, of course, the Australian Open will be returning to beautiful city of Geelong 2019 and 2020. And I think we'll have a lot of these fans back next year and the year after with this display that these two women are putting on.
I think they'll be back with friends and friends of friends. Another 4-point lead coming into the first towel break. No player dares to leave the table. It's almost like it's a sign of confidence or a game of chicken. Yeah, go get your towel. You need the towel? I don't need the towel. No, I don't need it either.
Well, there was a lull in intensity a couple of sets back, but that is well and truly forgotten. Amazing play.
Beautiful angle here, inside out, bending away to that wide forehand. Ding Ning with their second point. Again, the 4-point lead that we saw early in game number, 5? Same here in game number 6. But Ding Ning didn't stop her in game 5. This one comes a little bit longer. Ding Ning taps the head. Not happy about the decision there.
It's good placement from Liu Shiwen to the middle of the table. Forced Ding Ning to step in with her backhand.
Remain calm, she says. Simmer down now. Inside out once again, deep on the table and bending wide to the forehand. Quick to turn from that middle.
Yeah, well, Liu Shiwen was pummeling her in the middle. I think Ding Ning made a wise decision to step around, play that inside-out forehand.
Yeah, she seemed to decide just a little bit earlier, and it gave her that extra time to make a quality shot instead of being jammed. I'm trying to listen to who they're Jio-ing for. It's so quick. Well, Liu Shiwen has only one way to win this match, and it involves winning this game and the next. We'll have to go to the decider. Can't ask for much more than 7 games from these two legends of the sport. Just missing on the lob as well. It was interesting. I heard some cheering in the middle of that point, sort of faintly. Also interesting to see a serve so wide. Quite rare we see one that dangles off. I was wondering if we'd see Liu Shiwen try to go around the net for a roller.
I think whoever the crowd is going for here, they'll be excited to see a 7th game.
Yeah,
Such
no question about it.
high quality table tennis. What a treat.
Fast long serve into the body, pushes Ding Ning back, but still she manages to get the ball in play and win the point. Stylish hairdo there. And now Liu Shiwen with 6 game points to come into game number 7 with some serious momentum. Well, momentum to counter the 3 game in a row momentum Ding Ning had from down 0-2. Not yet. Ding Ning on top of the bounce, plays it wide to the backhand. saving a game point. 5 more to go for Liu Shiwen. I always thought of Ding Ning as a bit slower, but she's still pretty quick to cover the middle. I think for her size, she's really fast, but the faster of the two is that one right there. Even with the sign, it is Liu Shiwen who wins game number 6, 11-5. For such a tight battle, the game scores here, every individual game has been a blowout. The closest one was game 2. Look at that, so we'll see. Game 7, will they get to deuce? Will it go tight in the end? Stay right here. The decider coming up just after this. So here we go back for the decider, the last game, the game that will determine the champion of women's singles, the Australian Open 2018. Liu Shiwen continuing with the momentum to start here on the receive. Just cleaning that top sheet of rubber for full traction and grip to make rotation on the ball. Look at these angles here. One wide.
What Liu Shiwen did so well in the 6th game was to go for shorter, faster rallies rather than the power that we'd seen earlier in the game. She benefits more from having 70% of maximum speed rather than the 80 or 85 more powerful shots we've seen earlier in this match. That's outstanding placement wide to the Ding Ning forehand.
Just too cute.
Liu Shiwen's found good success to Ding Ning's middle. It's a good variation to draw her out wide to the forehand.
I'm loving the combination play here. There's one big shot that comes in and the opponent anticipates and gets ready. It's like 3 shots from now, I have a good sense that the backhand out to your wide forehand is coming. But Liu Shiwen also well prepared. Aww. Oh, man. Tell me you enjoy that, Will. So 4-1 now, and here's the timeout. You almost forget, I mean, they weren't using their towel breaks. There wasn't this sense of, I need to stop and think. It was just so tight back and forth. Wow, surprise.
He's happy to be here, isn't he?
Well, who isn't really? I mean, but his face said it all. I think Ding Ning right now is happy to be here. Score-wise, happy to be at 1-4. Questionable after winning 3 games in a row. Looked like she could have taken it in 6, but Liu Shiwen, also a bit of a table tennis engineer, as you mentioned. Some specific tactical changes.
And she's reminding me of that character in Street Fighter 2 back in the 90s, where the special skill was just the hands moved so
Chun-Li.
quickly. Yeah, where you couldn't even see them. That's how fast that they were moving. Because that's how she is playing her forehand and her backhand topspins here tonight.
I'm like E-Honda?
Yeah, I think it was E-Honda.
No, oh, is that who you were thinking?
That is who I was thinking.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, you're right. It was his hand. Chun-Li did it with her foot. That would be the first time I've ever heard Liu Shiwen compared to E-Honda. Honda. So they will switch sides 5-1. Liu Shiwen in the lead. Continues the momentum from game number 6. The quality of points in this match, I mean, between He Zhuojia and Liu Shiwen in this match right here, there are just so many highlight points. Good use of spin, a little kick there. Adding some extra top spin deep on the table, into the middle. We've seen bigger recoveries from Ding Ning already this match. Or at least the same, right? 0-4 down and then domination.
I think that's the right tactic from Ding Ning. Needs to step up the intensity on those crucial first or second touches of each rally. Does not want to get into this short, fast, backwards and forwards with Liu Shiwen. She'll get eaten up.
Yeah, knowing your opponent's skill sets and how to avoid them and make them play into yours, definitely effective.
She is back in contention now.
For me, it doesn't necessarily, yes, there are obviously a lot of tactics going on here, but I feel like it's a pressure thing as well. And Liu Shiwen is an incredible player, one of the best the game has ever seen, but has crumbled under pressure on a few occasions. Way behind the table, Ding Ning refusing to put too much height on the ball, tries to counter it back. But from behind the table, not a lot of option here. Good placement. Liu Shiwen right into that middle. Comes down. Ding Ning at full extension on the forehand and back the other way as the Deakin University students wave the flags.
Just relentless, isn't she? Honda's hands are just going faster than you can see.
Yeah. I mean, her feet got so far apart, it's tough to keep your balance. You know, Ding Ning, we talk about staying low when you're taller. Liu Shiwen, rarely do you see with her feet that far apart. I mean, I don't know if they go that far apart. Little help off the top of the net. The service length was perfect. Liu Shiwen apologizing for the fortune.
Well, it's a strong shift in momentum back to Liu Shiwen. After losing 3 points in a row, she steadied the ship well.
Back edge of the table, little table tennis karma. Ding Ning within 3 now. We haven't seen the tomahawk serve, the traditional tomahawk, in a long time from Ding Ning. They have to be given a heads up. I mean, they're really just too perfect every time the camera's on them. Opportunity was big there. Would it have finished the point? Probably not. But the fact that she wasn't able to make this shot gets Liu Shiwen 2 points. Just 2 points away from a title over Ding Ning in game number 7. When she was down 2-3, it was looking grim. Last 2 times they played, Ding Ning won.
It's been a while since we've seen Ding Ning drop the ball short off the Liu Shiwen serve.
No timeout here for Liu Shiwen. The fan club's very active here right now. Soft flip goes long. Liu Shiwen now has 4 championship points. By the lack of reaction, I was watching just to see if someone apologized or acknowledged an edge that I didn't hear. What a point to do it. Liu Shiwen under pressure, no problem. Apology unnecessary. What a performance. She comes back after losing 3 games, 3, 5, and 6 to dominate the last 2, allowing Ding Ning only 11 points total in games 6 and 7. So under pressure today, there was no crumbling. Liu Shiwen making a case for Tokyo 2020. We will see. She's the younger of the 2. She is the faster of the 2. And today, she was the stronger of the 2. But a big thank you, a sense of gratitude to both players to put on such a performance here.